Good morning, everyone. If you can hear me, we're online, and here comes the Disney Wonder very early this morning, like an hour or so earlier than what she's used to being. And it looks like we've got both funnels on this morning. Welcome, everyone, to a season of live streaming. I've got the long lens on as well. Oh, good morning, Dustin. How are you, mate? Live stream apparently working this morning. Disney Wonder in sight. She's been through the heads and she's come around that corner and revealed herself in all her glory. Got the long lens on her at the moment. Isn't she beautiful as usual? And welcome back to live streams from Disney News Jam for season 25-26. Of course, every sailing in and out of Sydney we're going to try and get for you this year. She's just been down to Hobart, waiting eagerly to hear back in the group Disney Cruising Australia how you guys went down in Hobart. Looks like you had a wonderful time. Well, pun intended. So, I know there's not going to be many more people than you and I, Dustin, here this morning, but always a pleasure to come down and see her come in. And of course, when she comes by me, I am going to move down to the other end of the Opera House here in Sydney, and we're going to indeed see her sail under the bridge today. Morning. Thank you for joining us. So there's two of you. I'm impressed at 4 o'clock in the morning here in Sydney. Supposed to get in at 6 o'clock, but I know to get up earlier because she always comes in earlier. I'm hoping you guys can hear me well. Here comes our Disney Wonder. She's going to White Bay, like I said this morning. Yeah, I'm glad you tuned in early as well. It's 11 a.m. here. Are you on the west or the east coast? That'd be, if it's 11 a.m., that would be, I'd say, west. Thanks, Dustin. I'd say the west coast. You're on, Dustin, somewhere. Thank you for joining us all the way from the US. It's a very clear and calm morning this morning, actually, to bring the Wonder in. A few clouds in the sky, but very calm, very nice. I like it when it's calm. It always makes a good sail in when it's not blowing a gale here down the end. We always, in Idaho, okay. Almost west coast, yes. We always come from here in what we call Benny Point, which is, next to Benny Point. It's the other side of the Opera House when she comes in. At Benny Point, and we call it Benny Point because there is a seal that likes to lay just on the bottom forecourt stairs there, and his name's Benny, named by Sydney-siders. So that's why, if you look at Google Maps down the end here at the Opera House, it's called Benny Point. But here she comes, our Disney Wonder. First sailing of the season, returning from Tasmania, from Hobart, Tasmania, where she stayed for the day. And then on the way back, she went to Eden as well, which is a beautiful little port in New South Wales, here in Australia. So yeah, we did see her go out with only one funnel lit, but it looks like they're both lit tonight, so that's good. Hoping that there's a few people up on deck, although there may not be as many as normal because she's very early this morning. We expected her to come, I expected her to come through here about 5:30, but I was checking cruise mapping this morning and she came in early, but I often get up an hour earlier than I should and just check. Some mornings she's even come in earlier than that and I've missed her, but not this morning. I got you, little girl, this time. Cheeky. I think she comes in early because of the tides, to be honest with you, because she's going under the bridge this morning. The only thing when she's a little bit earlier than 5:30, say, is we don't get that glorious sunrise behind her. But yeah, she is looking sparkling in this very still Sydney Harbour. If you've joined me before, I don't know, most of you have, on the live streams in the morning, she always comes through so quietly. It amazes me how quiet she is. Cannot hear much engine noise at all. But she's going to come by me reasonably soon. And then, as usual, I am going to head down to the other end and get a close-up of her beautiful butt going under the bridge. Yes. So we're going to go for another round trip to Sydney. I haven't checked, but I believe it's down to Hobart again. She'll be away for, I think, 5 days again this time around. We've got some excited group members getting on board this morning. I'm guessing they're going to watch the stream back when they wake up, because I think 4 o'clock is a bit too much to ask for everybody to get up in the morning. No one crazy enough but me to get up, but I can't miss this beautiful girl sailing to the best harbour in the world. She looks like moving so slowly this morning that she's almost stopped there. Of course, we won't get a wow, what's she doing there? I reckon she's stopped, you know. They've parked her. That is the first time I've ever seen that. That is really something. Well, this live stream could go in for a while, guys. If she's going to park, maybe they're waiting for the tide. That is incredibly weird. I've not seen that before. So if I'm right, then she might sit there for about an hour. If anyone's watching this back, they probably want to fast forward the video a little bit at this point, because she's just going to sit there. Yeah, yep. I doubt she's posing just for me standing here, because I've got to tell you, it's pretty empty here. It's just me and the seagulls. That is very bizarre. When she went out a few days back, we did see the a carnival ship just sit in that same position, and that stopped her from going out. It was like in the way of course, and we didn't get a sail out until 2 hours later. How bizarre. I've never seen this before. I'm just wondering why she would sail in, because the seas are calm today. It's not like it's going to be super bad out in the sea. She could have done a couple of circles or something. Interesting. Oh, let's have a look at Sydney Harbour while we're here this morning for you guys. Check this out. It's the Harbour Bridge. Let me just change my camera here. There's the Harbour Bridge if you can see it, because it's pretty pretty dark and shrouded there. And right behind me is Opera House as well. Very interesting. She has not moved. I reckon she's going to stay there for quite some time. There she is, just off in the distance. I'll bring in that camera again. Well, I thought I was going to get home and get a sleep this morning, but doesn't seem that way. Just sitting there in all her glory. I wonder if the schedule, I don't think there's any other, oh, maybe there is another ship coming in today, because she's not going into overseas passenger terminal, but that could be later on in the day. I can only think that the tide's too high for her to get under the bridge and head off to White Bay. Well, looks like she's going to sit there for a while, but I will leave the stream live, guys, because I want you guys, don't want to end it without her passing by me. See if my phone battery lasts the way through. This will teach me. I should probably bring a charge battery with me next time. Thank you, Dustin. Thank you. Hard to check that with my phone on the stream, so thanks very much. I think what I'm going to do in the future is I'm going to get myself a little iPad mini with, she's moving again. Is she? Yes, she is. Well, I reckon that was definitely waiting for something like the tide. Yeah, if the Crown Princess is scheduled for 6:30, then she'd want to get out the way. Well, that was really, look, I've never seen that before. That's why I love coming down every time, because you see something different nearly every time. Well, that's good. She's sailing in towards us now. And as usual, I'll move down the other side when she comes in. Thanks for being my informant this morning, Dustin. Looks like we will get to see her in all her glory, which is fantastic. Another boat coming out. I think it's can't see it because it's so dark here at the moment, but could be a tug. Have a look in a sec. Just move you a little bit, guys. There There she is. Not sure what this boat is. I think it could be a pilot boat actually. Yeah, that looks like a pilot boat. Here she comes, our girl, a beautiful girl. I wonder if anyone was up on deck that kind of witnessed that little stall. Was like she was posing for us, wasn't it, Dustin? He just came in, stopped right there, said, hello, I'm here. About 10 minutes and started moving. Oh dear, that's fine. I can sit here and watch her all day. Although I don't think my battery would have lasted that long. But coming towards us now, that pilot boat, if it is a pilot boat, just breezed on past, so maybe it wasn't. Maybe a fishing boat or something, I'm not sure. Keen going out this kind of time of morning though. There she is, our beautiful girl. Never gets old. Of course, this is the last season for our Disney Wonder in Australia. We're hoping in seasons to come we get another ship, but it's not looking like we will next season. But we'll see what happens in years to come. But Maria and I are off to the States in February. Amongst going to Disneyland and Disney World, we're also cruising on the Destiny on her inaugural season. So that should be fun. We're really looking forward to that. And then of course in March we will be in the inaugural for the Disney Adventure, which looks like it's going to be a ship for our region for now. So both those trips there'll be lots of live streams and lots of vlogs and lots of merchandise tours and all sorts of things like we normally do. So you guys stand by for that one. But there's our girl looking beautiful this morning. I'll knock out to the other camera and I will move. As she goes underneath the bridge. Sitting pretty high in the water today as well. So get under the bridge. Very interesting. All right, let me just come out to this other camera so you guys can see. Oh, the Treasure. Everyone's favourite ship, the Treasure. Isn't that right, Dustin? They always go on about the Treasure here. All the crew and everyone that sailed in her saying she's the most beautiful ship they've ever been, Disney ships they've been on. So, you know, a lot of favoritism towards the Treasure. Of course, we're going to sail on the Treasure, I think, in 27. That'll be our next cruise once we get through next year. Hello. A few of you online now. Welcome to Sydney and welcome the Disney Wonder, all lit up in her splendour there. But I'm going to move. I don't think there's many people at all on deck this morning. I'm just giving him a wave just in case. but I am now going to move as a few of you come online. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Sydney. Welcome to Sydney Harbour. Welcome Disney Wonder back home. And welcome to our first live stream of the season. Got my new software now. Looks like it's working well. Thank you for being the tester this morning, Dustin. She's moving quick now. I'm struggling to keep up with her, guys. We're going to see her go underneath that harbour bridge this morning. So I'm probably going to set you down over here and then I'll get you in closer on her so you guys can see her in all her beauty. She stopped this morning. Showed off for a minute, posed for the stream, then got moving really quickly. There she is. I am going to get in with that camera and show you our girl. Look how pretty she's looking this morning. Those funnels not lit up. I don't know what's going on there. Oh God, she's beautiful. Love seeing her in the harbour. Welcome back everyone from Tasmania, that went down to Tasmania, should I say. And Eden. Hope you guys had a wonderful time. Yeah, she's a beauty, all right. Definitely my favourite. Well, she's top 2 for me. I haven't had the pleasure of cruising on into the Wish class yet, the Treasure of the Wish, but we are going to do the adventure in December. Yeah, she's so beautiful. I'll just knock out so you guys can see her go under the bridge. There she goes. What a beautiful sight this morning. To see our Disney Wonder go underneath the harbour bridge. Always so close to the bridge when she goes under. She had to have a bit of a refit before she came to Australia so she could get under the bridge because it was so close. There's a few of those aerials up there she can now bend down. There she goes underneath the harbour bridge. Guys, I'm going to be back. Yeah, it is a bit warmer than Alaska, Dustin. It's about 20 degrees here this morning. I've got a jumper on because I'm not used to that sort of 18 to 20 weather, but very still. It's going to be a beautiful day here in Sydney, apart from the cloud cover. Let me get you in on her now. There she goes. She'll go through to White Bay Cruise Terminal now. She's going to be there all day. She's going out late tonight. I think it's 6:45 or something she's due to leave. Don't quote me on that, but I reckon it's a little bit later than normal tonight. But we will be down here. Yep, goes underneath the harbour bridge when she's going to White Bay Cruise Terminal, which is just around the corner. Just next to me here is Overseas Passenger Terminal, we call it, in Circular Quay. All right, they haven't fixed that one up yet. I'm sure they're working furiously on it. Annie, thanks for letting us know. She goes around to White Bay today, so it goes under the bridge. And I was saying if she goes into Overseas Passenger Terminal or Circular Quay, she turns left and doesn't go under the bridge. But both views are outstanding. Best harbour in the world, but I know I'm very biased there. I've heard cruising out of Vancouver is great in the US, and I've heard San Francisco Harbour is beautiful to cruise out of as well. Oh, not San Francisco, San Diego, I'm sorry. Looking forward to go on our first Alaskan cruise, hopefully this year as well. We will see what, well, when I mean this year, I mean inside 12 months, next year. Hope we're looking maybe to go in July next year. We'll just have to see how things play out. Yeah, I've seen lots of vlogs, Dustin, and I can't wait to go to Vancouver. Can't wait to go there and go on an Alaskan cruise. I know you're going to tell me now that that is a fantastic time, and I cannot wait to do that. Cannot wait. There she goes around the corner to White Bay. I'm super happy the live stream was all good this morning. Looks like we found the right software now, so we will head into this afternoon and TJ. So next, I'm working furiously on merchandise and fashion from Disney Wonder at the moment. I'm hoping I'll get that up today. I'm going to go home, I'm going to work all day on it, hoping I'll get that up today. Then the next video will be a merchandise and fashion from Aulani, just to get that in there. And then the vlogs will flow. Vlogs are easier for me, so they'll push out pretty quick. You should be seeing all of them drop before the end of November, because there is quite a few of them. It's probably, I would say, roughly 10 to 15 videos to come out. We'll get them all out to you. I will be going full-time with the channel at the end of November. So when we go December to Disneyland, Disney World and Sail the Destiny, we will be dropping those vlogs very, very quickly for you at a faster pace. Just with a full-time job, it's very hard for me, but we are changing that very soon. And that's the last little look at our Wonder disappear around the corner to White Bay Cruise Terminal. Some very sad people on board this morning, I'm sure. It always is this time of morning. Thanks, TJ, no problem. But some very excited passengers getting on board this morning. I know a few of you group members will be extremely excited to see this morning the Disney Wonder going out on a cruise. I believe she's going down to Tasmania again, to Hobart and Eden. But I could be wrong on that because I didn't check this morning. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what's happening. But and she'll be back in Sydney, so we will, of course, get her in and out again. But that's it for this morning. Let me just come out onto the harbour bridge while I say goodbye. I'll turn myself around. How about that? Let's turn around so you can see me. Hello. So thanks for joining us here this morning, guys, on this live stream. As some people start to come into Sydney and wake up. So we'll see you this afternoon. I think she's going out at about, say, I think it's 6:45. I could be wrong on that, but it's later today. But we'll be down here in the harbour live streaming it. So until then, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'll turn around so you can see this wonderful Sydney Harbour bridge. Let me see if I can do that now. There we go. Until next time, guys, thank you so much for joining me this morning on this earlier sail in on the Disney Wonder. And until then, don't forget to spread the jam, everyone.